This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. Alright, here we are. Still in the Iron Flail Fort. There's some of it left to be explored. There's the commander's tent. That's where we're bound for.
Right.
So let's just keep looking around. We just had a pretty tough fight here with a whole mess of dudes. Trebuchet disassembled but intact. Oh, we got the Houndmaster. This, by the way, in case you're wondering, this is who let the dogs out.
There's a good dog.
He babies those beasts.
Shh, he'll hear you.
Oh, alright. Well, let's... I've read that before. These cots have been recently washed. The dirt and mud beneath them is flecked with darker stains. Oh, who's this? Who's this guy over here by himself? Well, that rifleman had a bad day. Exceptional arquebus.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Some wheat deer jerky, some Andradara, and some golden dukes. What more could you ask for out of life? What more could you possibly ask for? There's an Iron Flail Warlock. Nothing but snow makes you miss home, doesn't it? I miss my girls. There'll be another year grown before I'm back, so I'm about to kill a father and make his children orphans. Good to know. Wait. Alright, here we go. The fuck is that? What the hell is that beam? Antipathetic field, I guess?
My mind feels self-esteem.
Wow, that was weird. Multitasking, says Nox Movie. Yeah. I'm not that good at multitasking.
Right.
Okay. How long do we sit and do nothing? Oh, I forgot to stealth! We're just walking up to these guys like it ain't no thing. Goodbye, champions. Oh, that guy's still alive. My bad. Man, I am not with it today.
Eyes open.
Hey, Juan Jose, how you doing? That beam is death. Nerd. Yes, I am a nerd. That's true. You can see the water's dark surface not far below. Cots have been recently washed. Alright, where was that Houndmaster guy at? I think he's over here with these guys. There he is. Nice helmet, Houndmaster. It doesn't really match the rest of your shit, though. Let's do this. Glad you're playing the expansions. I'm glad I'm playing the expansions, too. How you doing, Juan Jose? You get Total War Warhammer. Yes, in fact, I just played that. I was just streaming that game yesterday, in fact. I've been streaming it. It's pretty cool.
Alright then.
I like Warhammer a lot. That is a lot of dogs. No, no. This is not going well. Why are these dogs all rushing me? Oh god, look at all these dudes coming. Alright, Adair, you handle all these people while we fight these three dogs over here.
My mind feels sharp as...
Alright, we took care of the dogs pretty fast. Admittedly. Alright, you can go get after this archer right here. Why is she moving so slow? She's blinded, apparently. How'd she get blinded by dogs? What kind of crazy blinding dogs are these? She blinded me with science, and by science I mean dogs, apparently. How we doing here? Houndmaster's going down. Oh, it's time for a paralyzed cone up in here. Up in her. Paralyzed cone successful. Kill the Houndmaster. Let's amplified wave off of Adair. Kill this warlock.
I'm ready.
He's stunned. Her target is already dead. She killed the Votarist like it weren't no thing. Get on this warlock right here. Man, Adair getting worked. Little lay on hands, thank you, thank you. Let's knock this champion down. He's already prone, apparently. They're all prone. That's crazy.
Hey.
Another paralyzed cone would be nice.
Sharp as steel.
All her targets keep dying. Another amp wave. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Different card hunter says knock smoother using lunging hack and stuff and scamper. Barksilisks. Like, instead of basilisks, Barksilisk. Because it's a dog. That sounds like the kind of creature that would be in some game. Fight me some Barksilisks. They're half dog, half basilisk.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
You can see the water's dark surface not far below. A peek under the tarp reveals barrels marked as powder stores. Oh, really? Just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Found something.
See, I just found some hidden shit. The spigot on this cask exudes a thick chemical stench. Oh, I wonder what they've got in the casks. Sapphire. Cloak of an Aethesian priest. This cloak is embroidered with the sunburst emblem of Aethys, plus 9 will. Wow. A letter home. My love, I have enclosed some coins from Stalwart, so you have proof that I arrived. You were right. I am colder than I have ever been. All the more so for being away from you. The kith here are as cold as their land. They do not hate us as the dear Woodens do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps by the time this letter reaches you, we will have moved into Durgan's battery. Stalwart has no soldiers, only a handful of guards. Ephraim says he went to look at the battery with some scouts and did not see anyone posted atop the tower. Without those cannons, they would be foolish to do anything but surrender. If not, we're sure to knock the fight out of them quickly. The commander says that once the battery is ours, our presence here alone may be enough to make the invaders think twice. Who would face us with the might of the battery at our backs? I write too much of battle, but only to assure you that we are well. I miss you. The mountains are beautiful. I hold hope that you may see them for yourself once it is safe for you to join us. So we're killing people with kids and loved ones back home, and we feel very bad about it. Hot pitch rolls ominously within this deep cauldron. Cauldron be deep, y'all. Okay. So one thing I hate, it's a shallow cauldron. You know what I'm saying? Mangled wool skins and straw provide the bedding in this kennel. All of it stinks of dog. Well, of course it smells of dog. It's a dog kennel. What do you think it's gonna smell like? Scroll of prayer against infirmity. And some golden dukes. Alright, so I can go into the commander's mega yurt here. But what's going on over here with this tower and this building? What is going on over here? Let's check this out before we proceed. Can I go inside here? Is that what's happening? Barksilisks. Oh, all that does is lead... Well, that's very meaningful. I guess it's time to go inside because we've explored everything out. There's the kennels, the command post, the front gate, the drill yard, the siege equipment, the west gate, and the grave site. Alright, well, let's head in here, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't turn immediately into a battle. Maybe we can talk to this commander and work out some sort of diplomatic solution here. I should be like, yo, dude, I just killed all your men, so y'all, you might want to, like, calm your shit. That's my idea of diplomacy. Telling him to calm his shit. Here we go. Get a little bit more loading screens of eternity. Loving it. I watched a stream. You can watch it on the Paradox Interactive stream Twitch channel.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this?
This looks like a serious
Steady,
fight.
men. Our guest has arrived.
The Iron Flail Commander is a younger man, lean in build. His brown hair is unkempt, his eyes fevered. So all we know about this guy is he can't be bothered to fucking comb his hair. Anyway, I watched this stream today. I mean, they actually streamed this yesterday, but I watched the video of the stream on the Paradox Interactive Twitch channel of Obsidian showing their new game they're coming out with called Tyranny, which is based on the engine of this game, but it's a whole different setting and concept and everything, and got some cool improvements. It looks really good. I'm definitely going to play it. But I noticed when they streamed it today that I saw the loading screen and it was long as fuck. And I mean, like, yep, they kept the loading screens of eternity even in their new game. They carried the tradition forward. All right, so here we go. Apparently I'm their guest, so maybe he's really pleased to see me. And who the fuck was calling out from down below in this, like, death pit thing? At his feet is a grate, set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries rising from the cell as the commander steps forward.
All that chaos outside. For an instant, I believed you, woman.
Who's he talking to? Oh, maybe it's one of the delegates. Maybe all the delegates are left, or maybe he already killed them all except for one and she's down in the pit. His boot comes down hard on the grate.
But she's only a common assassin.
He looks up at you. I'm not a common anything. I'm a good fucking assassin, sir. Stalwarts under my protection. Your men were weak. Settle this peacefully. You must be the commander. Please calm yourself. That's like telling him to calm his shit. It just doesn't have the same ring, though. You must be the commander.
Yes. Those were my men you slaughtered out there, you...
Lots of them I slaughtered, by the way. I went around the map and made sure I discovered every single one of your men and killed them, except for that one that was out back with his peasant lover or whatever. I let him live. Derek's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden, your senses drift, as if you had reached out toward a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. Really, what's going on here? A sudden wave of memories floods your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Odema's campsite, ravaged by the Beowick. That's when you start the game. The halls of Cadnua. Of course, that's our stronghold. In the caverns beneath the keep, the stone around you bellows warnings in a dead language. Deeper still, a fanged maw parts like a wound in the world. The images wash over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly, you become aware of the sensation of being watched. I'm gonna reach out, of course. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Adaric. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant you share in his emotion, and a sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers. A sea of armored kith and flapping banners waiting on your command. Then there's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness turning in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Adaric looks startled, his face ashen. Oh, is he a watcher too? Is that what just happened? Huh. That's never happened before.
You're the Watcher at Cadnua? They said he was a senile hermit.
Adaric clears his throat. No, he was a senile hermit. Now he's dead. Merwald is dead. Cadnua is mine now.
Why have you come? Why now?
Because I want to attack! No, wait. You can see lost souls like I do?
Yes, I see them. Your butcher's work clings to you.
Adaric's voice is flat, his posture tense. Okay, hold up. With this guy, I do not appreciate this dude's sass. Here's the deal, asshole. You do not get to fucking be in an army, form an army, get a bunch of soldiers together, arm yourselves with armor and weapons, and go forth to conquer some shit, and then get mad when people kill you. You made yourself an army. You're gonna get killed. That's what happens to soldiers. You can't be mad about it, like, how dare you kill us just because we're trying to conquest shit as an army? We didn't expect anyone to fight us. I mean, come on, dude. You were kind of asking for it when you decided to invade our lands and take shit over. It's not like these were like peaceful farmers and I just came up and started butchering them. Alright. You're ashamed why? I thought all the other watchers were mad. I take it watchers don't enjoy the best reputation to raid Saris. Are you tired of listening to dead people as I am? You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
I take it watchers don't enjoy the best reputation in Red Saris.
Does everyone in the Deerwood boast of their afflictions?
In the brief quiet that follows, Adaric looks very tired, but he does not lower his sword. So he is not a fan of being a watcher. He's not pleased. He considers it like a curse. I can't often read living memories so clearly. I can't often read option number 3 clearly, apparently, is what's happening here. I can't often read living memories so clearly. That felt like a cipher reading.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we simply worsen each other's condition.
The prospect seems to trouble him.
What? What is it?
I thought all the other watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it?
Adaric's tone is irritable, but he watches you with wary interest.
I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail.
Sure, buddy.
The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Are you also awakened?
No, of course not.
Adaric studies you with grim fascination. Do you know of a cure? Adaric stares at you. Eventually he gives a slight shake of the head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in my ass. Enough about that.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
About our mutual condition.
You've come all this way to indulge your curiosity?
He seems a little relieved at your discretion. Actually, no. Enough about that. Never mind, I didn't mean to bring that up again.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
What did these people do to make you throw them in a pit?
Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous.
Dark paces a few steps before he gets hold of himself.
But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
What?
It's true! It's all true! The waves will swallow us all!
So something has driven the delegates mad, or at least one of them. A shrill voice suddenly rises up from the pit. Adarek stomps down angrily on the bars, drowning her out. But there have been tremors. There were cave-ins at the mines.
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains.
There's something going on, and it's not good.
They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else.
And you believe in taking their iron and gold.
I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
Why would you use your bare hands? That's dumb. You should have gotten yourself a hoe. H-O-E, not just H-O. Although he might be in a better mood if he'd gotten himself... He looks down at the grate of the cell, eyes flashing with sudden anger. What do you want with Stalwart, anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them.
And what makes you think you have the fucking right to come take the forge?
Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons.
What makes you think you have the right to come take the cannons?
With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at Adair, jaw working.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act.
Deerwood has no plans to go attack Rayed Saris. Calm your shit.
There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris.
Derek's gaze is distant. Wait, I thought the army that was coming to crush Stalwart was your army.
The iron flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Wait, you had a vision of an army?
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
I had a vision too. Mine, I saw Cadnua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Doubt creases at Derek's brow. His men exchange looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No, you're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
I remember thunder, and 100 eyes gazing back at me. Any of that sound familiar?
The thunder followed me to the temple at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
Derek swallows and looks unsure. I thought... Oh, I have an option if I worship Aethys. That's cool.
I thought the iron flail might be the army in my own vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake.
Why should I believe any of this? You would say anything at all to protect Stalwart.
Oh, if I had a bad rep with Stalwart, I would have an option. That's pretty cool.
Think. What if you're wrong? You're losing men and resources fighting people who aren't your enemies.
You saw to that! You dare blame their deaths on me?
No, I blame their deaths on them for just fucking attacking me. I just came here to talk to you, and your men went crazy and decided to try to kill me, so I had to butcher all of them like fucking dogs. And I had to butcher the dogs like dogs as well, because there were dogs as well, and I also butchered them. I butchered your men like dogs, and I butchered your dogs like men. That's not what I meant. All that destruction we saw. You really think a bunch of backwater fools can do that?
Hey, you can call them backwater fools all you want, but don't let them hear you badmouth their destruction.
Adair. He's always funny. Derek looks at Adair front. What? I have to... my only option is to attack now? Hold the fuck on. This conversation went sideways somehow, and I don't...
Cut her down, men!
Hold on. Wait. 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 Are you waiting? Wait. We're gonna try this again. I feel like there were conversational options I didn't pick that I should have picked, because they would have led me to something better. Or is this one of those things where if you don't have a resolve of 16, sorry, you can't possibly... Alright, let's go. Let's skip through some shit here.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this? Steady, men. But she's only a common assassin. Yes.
So then this happens, I reach out. This happens. It's never happened before.
You're the Watcher at Cadnua? Why have you come? Why? Yes, I see them. It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sin. Does everyone in the Deerwood... I wouldn't know... What? What is it? That wouldn't bode... I've affirmed the memories I saw. No, of course. It seems a terrible thing. Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe. The delegates? You tore through my camp, killed my men for them?
Dark scowls. Soldiers should have kept out of my way.
My men were doing their duty! But why should I expect you to understand that? Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity, but Stalwart's... You're nothing more than a mercenary for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line. With a village of fishermen, some of the men with the batteries, Rayed Sarah, we won't. There is an arm. The iron flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Between the Duke's assassination and the Hollowborn crisis, Deerwood's a little preoccupied.
So I believed. Hoped, maybe. But that only means they're angry. They'll look for someone to blame, an enemy to fight.
That's why you're here?
My people are here because there's nothing left for them in Rayed Saris. But they would secure a better life for their children, if they can. I don't know who you think you're helping, Lady of Cadnua, but you shouldn't have come here.
What makes you think the Deerwood is going to attack?
I've seen it. Like a memory plucked from the dead. But this was a warning from the gods. I can't sit back and do nothing.
Darian mentioned you had a vision.
Let the fools at Stalwart mock me all they wish. I know what I saw. If they had seen the same, they'd understand. I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher...
I had a vision too. Yeah, we said this before.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
This looks like it's going to end up in the same...
at Dawn's Reach, and the earth split beneath our feet.
You read my soul. What did that tell you?
That you are a woman of your word.
Yeah, Honest 3 coming into this.
And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
Alright, I think I might have salvaged this conversation away from disaster.
Both know something's coming. Maybe two Watchers can figure out how to stop it.
For several moments there is nothing but silence in the cabin. A ripple of soul energy moves through the air, and you hear the scrape of metal as Aderic hefts his blade.
We are nothing without our faith, and even you can't lead me astray. I'm sorry, Watcher, but I know this is the right path.
Motherfucker, I still have to kill him. Alright. We have a champion, an archer, a votarist, Aderic himself, an archer, a warlock, another champion. Alright, here's what we're going to do. They're going to move back. They're going to move back. He's going to move forward. She's going to get on this one. He is going to go like this. And try to draw as much attention over here as possible. She's got her target. Now, everyone else can get involved. She's gonna shoot at Derek once. He's gonna shoot at Derek. She's gonna take this guy. And she's gonna take... the votarist. No. Derek himself. Now she has enough to do an amplified wave off of Adair right here. Which is why I had her shoot first. Amplified wave is really good. Adair is going to try to knock down... Everybody's prone except for... Wow, they get prone for a long time. God, amplified wave is good.
Got him!
Well, Aderic's down. He's gonna run up. She's still fighting her guy.
I'm ready. Got him!
He's gonna run up and paralyze Stone. She's working on this warlock still. Palagina finished her guy. She needs a new target. Can help finish off this warlock. Aced him for 130 piece. I'll blind him next. She's gonna do this. Paralyzed Stone. Okay, wow, that fight was a lot easier than I was expecting. Katie was granted Sever the Soul. What? It's once per rest. Target is weakened. User full attack. 25 DR bypass. The Watcher targets the very essence of a creature with their next attack, bypassing the target's defenses and leaving them weakened. Oh, that's a great attack. Okay, and she can use it with her bow. Steadfast. We'll check that out. Exceptional Dagger. Black Warden's Breast. We'll check that out. He had some nice stuff. Cell Key. A plain key wrought from dark iron. Alright. Let's see here. Come face to face with the fort's commander. He has the stalwart delegates in captivity, and it's unlikely he'll take my intrusion well. Derek imprisoned the stalwart delegation in a cell built into the earth floor of his cabin. With the commander out of the way, they can be released.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Eventually. First we search the room. Take some stuff. Take some stuff. Take some stuff. Boots of Speed. A fine sword. What is one fine sword? Saints War Part 2 Invasion. Have I read this before? I don't know. Let's check my books. Doesn't look like I have. Alright, let's read it. Widewind personally led many of the battles during the war, exhibiting extraordinary supernatural powers. He seemed virtually untouchable on the battlefield, able to burn or even disintegrate his enemies with beams of blinding white light. With a god on his side, and possibly, as some said, inhabiting him, he was thought to be indestructible. It appeared that he may have been until the Battle of Halgot Citadel. The people of the Deerwood knew they would lose the war if they could not at least slow Widewind down. Engineers, priests of Magron, and a few others, working in secret, some say with Magron's direct help, developed a weapon they hoped would be able to stop a god. 12 feet in diameter and filled with a variety of chemical and magical explosives, the bomb was rolled under Evandur Bridge. Part of the foundation was excavated in order to allow them to embed the bomb in the bridge itself, ensuring its total concealment. 12 Derwidden men and women volunteered to stage an ambush at the bridge to keep Widewind on it until the bomb could be detonated. The battle was short, bloody, and ultimately final. The Dozen, as they came to be known, were able to delay Widewind on the bridge. The bomb detonated, killing Widewind, the 4 Deerwooden volunteers still alive at that time, and over 50 Red Saren soldiers marching on the front line with Widewind. It was at that moment the Saints' War ended. The remaining Red Saren forces were easy to rout. Even though they had more than enough men and equipment to finish the siege, suddenly dramatic music starts. Even though they had more than enough men and equipment to finish the siege, their leader, previously thought invincible, had just vanished in a rain of metal and stone. Panic set in, and the Deerwooden troops sent them away with ease. From that point on, the bomb was known by the name Godhammer. It even worked its way into everyday conversation. As sure as Godhammer ended the Saints' War, came to be a standard phrase to express unequivocal certainty. Less certain is the fate of Aethys, who was not spoken to his followers since the explosion of the bomb, and is presumed by most to be dead. Lest some concerned citizens express their worry, or other more industrious think they could reproduce the result, the author would put their thoughts from your heads. Since that time, there has never been another documented explosion of such magnitude, and efforts to locate the engineers and clergy responsible for the bomb have been entirely fruitless. Godhammer was a unique, fortuitous occurrence. Its like will never be seen again without divine intervention. Well, we know that Durance was involved with this. I thought that Durance was even one of the Dozen. I don't know how he survived. but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not. Excuse me. Wow. Suddenly have to cough because I tried to breathe some water. Let's check out these items I picked up. Black Warden's Breast. It's exceptional. Plus 15 accuracy against beasts. Aura. Damage reduction against corrode. It's sort of a strange item. Matha Fayet was discovered slumbering in an Ingwithan ruin deep in the heart of Air Glanfath. She was a great worm, a subterranean animal rarely seen by Kith. Nearly all of her body was burrowed in the dirt beyond the walls of the ruin, so the dear wooden looters that provoked her were more than a little shocked to see that when she emerged she was perhaps 3 times the height of a person and 30 times as long. Wow, that is a very large worm. The initial group of looters escaped with their lives, and returned with large hunting parties aimed at slaying her, for the ruins she took over were home to one of the finest collections of relics yet found in Air Glanfath. But Matha Fayet killed those hunters by the score. Her body was coated in an acidic mucus that devoured weapons before they could pierce her flesh, and she vomited bile upon her attackers that burned away flesh and bone alike, leaving no trace of them for future looters to find. Her reign there ended when the hounds of Galawain were paid a vast sum to see her destroyed. They sent one woman, Silana Films, whose stature was such that few questioned her going in alone. She ordered built a set of custom weapons and armor, including this breastplate, which was blackened to resist the monster's corrosive bile. She entered the ruins to find Matha Fayet had died sometime in the last month, and the smell was so overpowering that it knocked her unconscious for hours. Wow. When she emerged from the ruins unscathed in her black armor, she was nicknamed the Black Warden, before she could even recount the tale. So much did she like the nickname that she happily bent the truth in order to keep it. The smell did not leave the armor until well after Silana's death, and it has seen very little wear as a result, until this guy was wearing it. Well, nobody in my crew is going to wear that. And we also got Steadfast. It's it's a soulbound one-handed sword. Binds with almost every class, it looks like. Maybe it is every class. Does damage, it's exceptional, it gives you +5 will and +1 resolve. Steadfast is a single-edged backsword with a recurved guard and a wire-wrapped grip. Though not especially fancy, the crafter's skill is readily apparent to any who hold the weapon in their hands. Well, none of us are going to use that, so... You know, maybe... Dare could try this out, maybe. Let's see what it gets if he binds it. Kill 5 enemies with Steadfast with critical hits to unlock the next level. And it doesn't get anything new just for binding it. So I'm not that thrilled about this weapon, to be honest. Not that thrilled about it. Because this one lets him engage an extra enemy. I don't know, though. It does give him 1 deflection. And apparently 7 will. I thought he already had bonuses to resolve, though. Does. Did they somehow stack? They do stack. Wow. Alright, maybe I'll have him use it for a while. Why not? I don't think he's gonna kill 5 enemies with crits anytime soon, though. Like, that's some shit that will never happen. Just having him kill 5 enemies is unlikely enough. But also to kill them with crits? Come on. But we'll see. We'll let him use it for a while and see what happens.
Steady does it.
Potion of major regeneration.
Hey,
I'm ready.
Camping supplies and lockpicks.
Sure.
That fight was crazy easy, actually. I thought it was going to be way harder than that. Alright. In our next episode, we will unlock this with the cell key and find out what's going on with the crazy prophet delegate. Hopefully there's more than one left alive in there. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.